I left Steve up to his own devices. He was out here in the motorhome doing something. Well, this is what he did. He tore apart our love seat into pieces so he can get out our defective cable. So this end here, let's see, I'll get out of the sunshine here. Okay, this end here is fine where the spring is, and the little tip makes the mechanism open and shut. But it's this end up here where the cable broke. We did a temporary fix with a little cable crimping device called a ferrule and a metal ring until we ordered the new ones. We had to take off the old ones so we could measure their length so we know which size to order of the new ones. But the mechanism itself hooks up down here. The cable fishes up through the armrest and the mechanism hooks down here. That part was all working fine. It was just the end of the pull cable that broke. But we'll replace the entire things on both seats. Plus we will order 2 extras so we have them in case they ever go out of production. Sound good?
Yep, sounds good.
You did a great job. He's out here in the hot, sweltering summer heat and humidity, but he has the air conditioner going. So that's the noise right now. But I think he did a great job. Inside here, he has everything tore up because while we are changing these cables, we have new ones ordered, the cables for the chairs. He is going to extend the platform here on the slide. I think I talked about this yesterday. So he's going to be extending the platform. That way, the chairs lay back just a little bit more when we're in the full recline position. Right now, they're comfortable for sitting up, but they just reach the edge of this window here. And if they were a little bit further, I think they'd go down a little further, and the seat scoots out a little bit more. So that's what he's going to be working on later. I think he's going to go get a hunk of plywood today and cut it to size. I'll help him horse it back in here. We'll see how it goes. Okay, we are now at the final repair for these chairs. We did number 1, a temporary repair where we just clamped on the cables with a vice grips. That worked. Then partway through our vacation, we crimped the ends of the existing cable around a ring to pull on and crimped it down with cable crimps for rules. So now we're home and we ordered the exact cable replacement units here for the chairs. And that's what we're going to do. Steve has the back off because we're needing to flip it upside down to connect it to the mechanism. So the first part is we're going to fish it down from the upper part to the lower part. Right, Steve? And I'm the flashlight holder. Okay, so now we can feed it down to approximately where it's going to get attached back to the side of the arm on the chair. We removed the cup holder so we can see down there for better access. Mm-hmm. And ta-da, there, it poked out the back end. Okay, so now we're not going to screw this down tight yet here on the arm of the chair until we're sure we have it connected in properly underneath. So now Steve gets to do the big flipola. And we are doing this up on the decking of the slide rather than on our linoleum. Okay, so now we got to figure out the route it needs to take to clip in
clips into this.
Into that little slot there.
Yep.
Here. Okay, there's a slot for it to clip into.
Gonna have to use a little more force.
A little more force.
Well, maybe I gotta pwn it.
Well, once it's in, it won't come out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the clip right there that I'm illuminating. Okay, now the cable itself, the end of the cable is called an S-tip.
So there's 3 holes on the bracket that it can go into. And it almost seems like if you put it on the highest bracket, it'd have more leverage to release the seat.
Well, we'll have to try it because it said every manufacturer uses a different hole. That's what it said on the YouTube video from the company that sells the handles.
Well, I probably should have put this in first, maybe. Yeah.
Can I pull the handle?
Oh, yeah, that might work.
Okay. Get that out of the way. There. Okay, there are 3 holes on that bracket. Steve's going to try the uppermost one. There we go. Okay. So now close it and let's see how it operates. Okay. And down by my feet. There it goes.
Works pretty easy.
Oops, let's film that one more time. I want to come in a little closer with the camera. He's going to pull the handle and release. And there it goes. Pretty easy. Okay, we're also going to lube up the joints here with some dry silicone, all these different little joints, because we want it to operate smoothly and not pull hard on the cable like we did last time. Okay, we're using slide lube for the outside slides on the RV. It's a silicone dry lube. We just figured we'll get all the joints. They do have kind of like a plastic washer bushing at each pivot point, but it can't hurt to give them each a spritz. Okay, I'll move over so he can do the other side. It is kind of tight quarters here. We have the one base here. The other base is here, sitting to the side. We'll do that one next. Both of the upper portions of the recliner, they do lift off these levers, just like Lazy Boy. And those are sitting up in the cockpit area. So while Steve's doing that, I'll mention our next project is to extend this platform about 3 inches. And we picked up a new hunk of plywood to do that. It's just going to extend it on the front portion. We don't want to mess with the seat belts because that's a safety feature. And the seat belts fish up through the the love seat back section between the seat and the backrest. So the seat belts are usable when we are en route. So passengers can sit back here safely with seat belts on. So that's our next project though. We're going to extend it so the chairs are out a little bit further, but the seat belts, we are not changing this back here where they are mounted firmly to the framework, because that would be a safety problem.
I think I got them all.
Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on the opposite seat. Okay, now we're taking measurements for the deck platform that we're going to be putting in. And now the chairs will finally be able to extend all the way in the recline position. They never could before, because we only had them within the length of the existing slide. But by adding the new platform, we'll be able to extend a little further, and it still does not hit the cabinetry down here at this end. Okay, push it all the way back for me to take a nap, Steve.
Checking the 2.5 distance.
He's taking all the measurements. Also, the chair will no longer hit the wall back here, which it used to previously. Now the chair's in its full recline position. It's about 1 inch away from the wall. And it's fully extended. Still have room over here by the counter. This is with the slide in. This is if we are traveling somewhere and we don't want to put the slide out. Okay, Steve, close her up. Okay, so when this is bolted down permanently in the slide, there will still be this much room back here, which is perfect because we store 2 flexible solar panels back there. So I guess we can get ready to cut the new plywood base and get it anchored in permanently, and then we'll anchor both chairs to it. Okay, here's an extra platform Steve made out of thick 3/4 inch plywood, and he had to make all the appropriate cutouts for the slide cords, power things, access to the slide motor adjustments, and we spray painted the end black so it's not as noticeable underneath the chairs. These are little divots that he made for the bolts on the legs, and I think we are ready to go put it into place. What do you think, Steve?
Yep, I think so.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so this platform is going to set down on top of the original one, which is very, very thin. It's not much more than what's called Luan, correct, Steve? The styrofoam?
Yeah, Luan and styrofoam, that's about it.
Yeah, so this will be much sturdier for the chairs, plus it will extend it by about 5 inches to make the chairs sit more forward away from the wall. That's our goal. Okay, Steve's going to measure it up. He says so it's squared away with the world. Right, Steve?
Yep.
And then once we put the seat bases on, then we can fish the seat belt straps back through into the back of the chairs the way they're supposed to be. Try here. Okay, Steve is pre-drilling a pilot hole through the 3/4 inch plywood, and then underneath that's a layer of Luan into the substructure of the frame. There's an aluminum frame that he's drilling into with self-tapping screws. So first he pre-drilled through the plywood. Now using his other drill, he's using a self-tapper. There, and it's firmly in place. Now he's doing how many per side?
At least maybe 6 probably.
That sounds good.
So I'm gonna...
Okay, so now he'll do some on this side. He did 2 to get started over there. And now he's going to do some more over here.
Measure, make sure nothing moved. Nope, that's fine.
this will be a much better base to attach the chairs to than that thin Luan that was in there before. And the original love seat from Winnebago also had 4 screws into the wall, which is just cheap thin Luan paneling. I don't see how that could hold heavy furniture, especially when it's considered a passenger seat with seat belts. I suppose your butt seat belted in would hold you to the wall. Okay, here he comes with 1/2. Trying to hold the camera with one hand and lift a seat with the other. Okay, yes, be careful not to set it on the cord of the power cord for the slide.
Can't reach it.
Here, you need me to reach through here? Okay, we have to come up through there and then clip it. There we go. And at the same time, bring through this seat belt on each side so they come up into this area. Here. Yeah, they can stay here for right now until we get the backs on. There. Okay. And clip them together. That way they don't slide away on you. Okay.
Following the little holes that I've made.
Yep, he made his little divot holes. Needs to come forward a teeny bit there. I think you're in on this side.
Sorry to put my butt in your way.
I'm moving the camera so I don't film just your butt. There we go. Wasn't that going to look nice?
All right.
Okay, now we have to screw it down to the base.
No, I have no other holes. No. Okay.
Okay, here comes base number 2. Okay. Where did I grab it last time? Oh, I think I grabbed it here.
That's good. I can get it.
You got it now?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, here comes the second base. Okay, we'll get that one managed into position. It's kind of short here. Okay, the 2 bases need to clamp together.
Oops. Yeah, I think I got it.
Well, isn't that wonderful? On the first try, he was able to clamp them together. Okay, we're going to pull up the seat belts right now through the recessed areas of the chair. Here's one. Here's the other. Click them together. Click it. There we go. And now it won't slide down. Okay. Good job.
Yep, good thing we have air conditioning.
Yeah, we have the air conditioning running up here. Sorry for the noise. Now we have to screw this one down to the base. Okay, with the aid of a very long bit on the end of his drill, he's able to get in there to attach the back portions of the frames. Good job. Third time's a charm. A little bit of tape on the end of the screw. That sounds like it went in. Now he's adding these extra clamps to the back bars all the way across the back end with some more screws. Adding extra security and stability. It's a lot more than what was on the original seat. I am the holder of the screws. I have all the right sizes arranged.
Is that little bit up there yet?
Yep.
Short one? Let me exchange with you here a second. Maybe this will.
See, I'm also the exchanger of the bits.
Oh, no, it's not going to work.
No? How about screwdriver?
Yep, screwdriver, probably.
Okay, the shorter of the two?
Sure. Whoa. Wow, is that in hard? Wow. Holy mackerel. That plywood is tough.
Okay, everything's secure, and now it's time to put the backs on.
Oh, I want to put a piece of tape on here.
Okay. Kind of helps to tape up this Velcroed flap on the back. Makes it much easier. Once the chair is in place, we can untape it and attach the Velcro at the bottom edge. It clicked.
I think so.
Try to pull it up.
No, it's in. That one's in.
There. There. There, now that they're clicked into place, you can tuck the seat belt within. There's a little recessed area of fabric behind there that keeps it from coming out. And that's why you keep the seat belt clicked together, so you can reach both pieces at the same time.
Then we can take off the tape.
Yep.
And these swing around to the back.
And that flap just needs to get smoothed down over the Velcro area. There. Okay, there's your side. Want to give it a try?
Sure.
Oh, look at that. Oh my. Look at that. Is that marvelous? They go back a lot further than they used to.
Yep.
Okay, now it's Karen's back. And we have my flap already taped up into place. I heard one click.
That seems to be in. That one just both seem to be in.
Oh, okay.
It's in,
Okay.
but it wasn't. But it is.
Now he has to undo the tapes on that back flap. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, and we're gonna do it one more time, dear. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that works so nice now that we lubed up the mechanism. It doesn't stick. Oh, look at that. Oh. I think it's nap time, dear. There, that's as far back as it goes. Oh my goodness. Oh, is this relaxing? How is it?
Yep.
Yep. Wonderful. You can get a finger's width back there. It's just close. Doesn't touch.
There.
Ta-da! Love seats are for lovers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much easier. Much easier than it used to be. Here's our final test with our little cocktail table in the little grommet down on the floor. And my side's up. How about yours, Steve? See? And they go on each side of that center leg. So this was a tray from the Aldi store. It was called a Acadia wood tray or something. And here on the bottom, is the bracket, the extra bracket we bought from the boat seat store. I'll include a link down below. And then here we also bought a taller table post than the one that originally came with our camper. So this one's a little taller, also from the boat seat store. And it's called SurFit. And when we don't want it there, it can also go over here to one side, and we offset it on the tray so it can swivel further away or closer in. And this also works if we rotate the two cockpit chairs around for additional seating. So there we are. We're all set and ready to have a party. What do you think, Steve?
Looks good.
Yep, I think so too. Where you going, Nick? How you doing there, Nicky Doodle? You go for a ride? We took off the upper portion of this kid's bike carrier because he was able to bite through the mesh or stick his nose through the nylon. And now we've attached his dog crate to it with wire ties. And he's locked inside. Now he can look all around when he goes for a ride. Hey, Nick? Pretty cool. And Steve's the chauffeur. Hey,